My name is Sonksen, and I'm the founder and editor of Bossladies Magazine. And I'm here on set with UNUM talking about creating a community both on and offline. Writing for me has been like the most generative space of discovery. And so I'm in this interesting moment now where I'm trying to get back to a point where writing feels like art. Even writing that exists within a commerce space. The magazine began in print, I guess. And then it went from print to digital, which is a direction that hardly anybody goes. And then it went from digital to experiential. And what I found was that when you start with print, it means that you become a very fierce editor. In terms of the stories that you choose to tell, the words that you choose to use to share those stories, you're printing something that has maybe 100 pages, and that means that every single page needs to be so carefully considered. So the cool thing about UNUM is that it allows us to take an entire issue and break it into all of the most beautiful bites and plan out the ways in which we're going to be sharing those things with our audience, community. But it also allows you to plan taking your audience from point A to point B to point C in the same way that you get to plan in print. But it allows you to plan that journey for your audience over the course of a few weeks or a month or even a year socially in advance. When you create space for conversations, you want people to be able to speak into those conversations, right? So it feels more interesting to me to create a container for a really meaningful conversation in which you have multiple participants and everyone's really engaged than just having a really large number of people who are listening to what you project out. So it's sort of the difference between projecting at a large number of people versus having social media be both a speaking and a listening activity. On our Instagram, I share quite vulnerable captions. I share a lot of stories about my life, and I'm not afraid to share faults or struggles or challenges. And I think that also translates into our events at WorkSesh. We sit in a circle and we all go around, usually 1 week of the month, and we share the thing that feels the hardest in the world. And you don't find that at many business events, just a commitment to talking honestly about the pieces that feel most difficult. My sister died a year before I moved to LA. And that meant that I was moving to LA at a time when I was the most desperate I'd ever been for the soul company of good women. And I didn't know how to find that in a new city. And I think it became my life's work to find those relationships for myself and to create a space where other women could find those too. The number of people that feel like it's possible to start a new business, start a new brand, start a new project of any kind is really incredible right now. And I think the creative possibilities of this current moment are really exciting.